Every day, law enforcement, EMS, and fire personnel respond to situations involving individuals who cannot care for their basic needs. Senate Bill 43 significantly expands the definition of grave disability and changes when involuntary detention may be appropriate. This training provides practical guidance, clear definitions, and field-based scenarios so you can make informed decisions that protect public safety and support people in crisis. SB43 expands the definition of grave disability in 3 key ways. First, it recognizes necessary medical care and personal safety as basic needs, alongside food, clothing, and shelter. Second, it allows severe substance use disorder alone to qualify someone for detention when it results in grave disability. Third, it provides a legal basis for conservatorships based on severe substance use disorder, not just mental illness or chronic alcoholism. These changes mean your observations in the field matter more than ever. Under SB 43, a person is gravely disabled if, due to a mental health disorder, severe substance use disorder, or both, they cannot provide for one or more essential needs: food, shelter, clothing, personal safety, or necessary medical care. Necessary medical care means treatment needed to prevent deterioration or life-threatening complications. Personal safety includes behaviors that put a person at serious risk, such as running into traffic or being unable to avoid exploitation. As first responders, you're not diagnosing, you're observing whether a person can meet these essential needs. When assessing inability to provide medical care, look for observable signs: untreated infections likely to cause loss of limb or life, extreme malnourishment or dehydration, uncontrolled chronic medical conditions, inability to follow through with available medical care. You can find more examples of observable signs in your field guide. Describe what you see. Your observations create the basis for probable cause. Personal safety concerns arise when a person's condition puts them at serious risk. Indicators include running into traffic, exposure to assault or exploitation, unsafe or uninhabitable living conditions, gross inability to maintain basic hygiene, using contaminated needles, inability to articulate a safe plan for food, clothing, or shelter. You can find more indicators in your field guide. Dangerous behavior doesn't need to be intentional. It only needs to be present. Severe substance use disorder is defined as meeting 6 or more DSM-5 criteria. However, you are not diagnosing. Instead, you document observable behavior that reflects a pattern consistent with severe SUD. Continued use despite life-threatening harm, inability to stop using, medical deterioration, dangerous behavior when sober or intoxicated, impaired functioning even after intoxication clears. An isolated intoxication episode does not meet the criteria. Probable cause depends on patterns, not just single incidents.
I am a middle-aged man with alcohol use disorder, and I continue to drink despite severe damage of my liver along with physical symptoms of liver failure. I have tried to stop drinking, and I have been in several substance use treatment programs.
Multiple agencies are working to connect him to services, but he drinks continuously and is no longer able to demonstrate understanding of his situation or reasoning in his decision-making regarding accepting treatment.
Alex is a middle-aged man with severe alcohol use disorder, liver failure, and repeated refusals of life-saving medical care. He cannot understand the risk and continues drinking. Does Alex meet grave disability criteria under SB 43? The correct answer is yes. Alex is unable to provide necessary medical care. His severe SUD results in life-threatening deterioration that he cannot understand or manage.
I'm Brianna. I am in my mid-20s, and the shrinks say I have stimulant use disorder and schizophrenia. Right now, I am dealing with this nasty and really painful infection on my leg. But I am persistently paranoid and mistrustful of help. So I have declined medical care because they try to make me stop using meth.
Even when she stops using meth for several days and clears the active drug from her system, she continues to be paranoid and refuses assistance without being able to articulate a plan for managing her infection.
Open infected wound, paranoid, refusing EMS assistance during reenactment. Does Brianna meet grave disability criteria? Yes. No ability to address a life-threatening infection. Her impairment persists beyond intoxication.
I'm Barbara, and I am in my mid-60s. I have been diagnosed with major depressive disorder and alcohol use disorder. I think over the last, say, 6 months, I have been to the emergency department over 30 times. The other day, I was several sheets to the wind, and I spilled boiling water on my foot. And the burn was so bad, I went to the hospital.
Outreach clinicians have been to her house and noted that she is naked in her apartment and intoxicated. Recently, she went outside naked while intoxicated and was assaulted. She says she has no memory of what happened. She has also been refusing intervention for her drinking, including medication. She says she can't control her drinking and doesn't want to try anymore because there is no hope.
Burning herself with boiling water, intoxicated and naked outdoors, later assaulted. Does Barbara meet the grave disability threshold based on personal safety? Correct answer. Yes. Repeated dangerous behavior and inability to protect herself show inability to provide for personal safety.
I am a 52-year-old man, and they say I have schizo something or other disorder, but I don't do drugs or drink. I have my own apartment in a complex where there are support staff. I had been feeling good, so I stopped taking meds 3 months ago.
Since he stopped taking meds, Chris' condition has seriously worsened. Staff reported that he refuses contact and had not left his apartment for a month. They can hear him through the door talking loudly to his voices. Last night, he abruptly ran out of the house in his underwear and started running up to passersby on the street demanding money. The police brought him back to the housing complex before he got assaulted. He immediately locked himself in his apartment and is refusing to come out.
Locked apartment door, responding officers, Chris running outdoors nearly unclothed. Does Chris meet criteria even though he has housing? Yes. Grave disability is about ability, not housing status. Chris demonstrates inability to maintain personal safety.
Hi there, my name's Chloe, and I am middle-aged with multiple substance use disorders. A couple days ago I ended up in the emergency department, which I do not remember, but I was told that I was intoxicated and unable to describe where I was or how I would find shelter and food. Today, I am okay, and I try not to get so ripped to avoid getting into bad situations. Someone I didn't know gave me something. I will be careful not to do that again.
Chloe would like to be transported to the shelter where she's been living and has been receiving medical care and food. She refuses mental health and substance use disorder treatment services despite demonstrating understanding about her behaviors when she was admitted and the short and long-term consequences of doing so. Most important, she has an understanding of what led to what, in her view, is a one-time risky situation and a credible plan for preventing that occurrence.
Chloe sober, explaining what happened, articulating a reasonable plan. Does Chloe meet grave disability criteria? Correct answer, no. She demonstrates insight and a reasonable plan for meeting her needs. We want to share with you what happens in psychiatric emergency services when you bring in an individual on a 5150 hold. After you drop someone off, the steps taken include: they are medically screened, they are stabilized, the patient is engaged, and care planning is initiated. What is different under SB43 is that psychiatric emergency services will also monitor for safety, intoxication, and withdrawal symptoms, and help the person feel welcome and safe. If the person has withdrawal symptoms and is willing, as is almost always the case, to accept medication to relieve those symptoms, it will be provided. If the person is psychotic or manic and willing to accept medication for those symptoms, it will be provided. Once the person is initially able to engage in a conversation, the PES team, which may include IMAT and SMMC, SUD Navigator at Mills, will work to engage the person in a welcoming, hopeful manner. If the person has an existing treatment team, such as a full-service partnership, care court, enhanced case management, they will be contacted. If the patient doesn't have an existing team, a plan will be developed and monitored. What is the most effective is that all of the connected providers collaborate to create a plan, which could be as many as 8 people across multiple programs and agencies, including a plan for when the patient fails. The patient will have a peer specialist and a full-service partnership case manager assigned to them before they are discharged, who will follow and monitor them and initiate planned responses depending on what the patient does. If we lose contact with the patient, the mobile crisis teams will search for them, and the appropriate law enforcement agencies will be informed, and a new hold may be issued. In some instances, the patient may be placed on a conservatorship. The county will continue to build brick-and-mortar responses for SB43 past January 1st, including a new Redwood House with enhanced services for this population, a substance use treatment center with a new advanced sobering station, medical detox, and residential treatment. There will be co-occurring services at Cordilleras and enhanced services and co-occurring capability across the entire BHRS provider network. Your field observations help determine whether a person meets legal criteria for involuntary detention. The more clearly you document what you see, the stronger the evaluation and care plan will be. Observable function, which is observing behaviors, conditions, and symptoms, contributes to probable cause but does not constitute probable cause. Your field guide has further information on this, as well as step-by-step instructions that walk you through the new 5150 hold issuance process, complete with example scenarios and observable functions to help you make the right decisions in the field. The QR code at the end of the guide will take you to further online resources. On behalf of the County of San Mateo, thank you for all that you do.